Hi, my name is Ishmeal Lamptey. The Bolt Drivers app has a recent update that has some newly added features to it. So let's just go ahead and take a look at them. I'm going to go ahead to launch the Bolt Drivers app on my phone. So once you launch the app, you get to see the normal usual stuff, which is the map section at the top, the go online button here, as well as at the bottom of it, you see some details over there, which includes today's earnings, your activity, as well as your current rating on the app. And when you come to the bottom part of the go online, you get to see the current promotions which are being run on the app. So initially, promotions that are run are once you reach a certain number of trips, you stay online for certain hours, then you are paid a certain amount of money. But it looks like it's been changed a little bit. Instead of getting the money, now you have pay only 15% commission after 6 trips. That's the number of trips. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more, depending on what promotion you are on. Now, to be able to see more of the newly added features, let's just go ahead and head over to the settings section. So as usual, at the settings section, you get to see vehicle, navigation, account, app setting, and then support. The vehicles section is where you're able to add vehicles to your account or even remove vehicles, as well as you're able to specify which vehicle you are driving with. So you just choose between the vehicles that you've added over here. The navigation section allows you to select which default map you want to have or use on your phone. So between Google Maps as well as Waze, depending on what you want, you just go ahead and select that. And then you have auto start navigation. So in case whenever there's a request and you accept, the navigation or the map is automatically going to start and then take you to where you're supposed to be going to. And then also you also have the chance to select real traffic information. So in case you want to see get information about road traffic, then you check that to be able to see that. And then the next part is accounts. The account section allows you to see your documents, especially for the car, as well as be able to go to the driver's portal to be able to update your documents or your information over there. At the very top, you have driving time left. So this is one feature which I find very useful in the sense that some drivers stay online more than 16 hours, not thinking about their health because they want to make money on the app. But this particular feature over here allows you to work just 16 hours in a day. That's continuously. So once you hit 16 hours, the app is going to time you out. And then after about 5 hours, it's going to allow you to go back to the app and then be able to work from it. So this is very good to at least help with drivers who might not want to be taking some breaks, even though it is very important. And then at the bottom, you have invite friends to drive. So in case you invite people to drive with your referral code or link, you're going to be getting some commissions of that. And then you have app settings. So app settings at the top, you have dark mode. So this allows you to choose between the normal mode on your phone as well as dark mode. A lot of people are fan of dark mode, which has some benefits to it, especially saving battery power among others. And then you have quick access icon, which allows you to toggle between the quick access button. So the quick access button is that round logo of Bolt, which normally shows on top of other apps. So that's what you see over here. And then below it is the widget, in case you want to turn on the widget. That's basically is like a smaller form factor of the app showing on top of your screen that allows you to accept trips and end trips and so on. So you're able to turn it on from here. And then when you come to the bottom, you have auto accept. So auto accept allows you to automatically accept trips once the requests are coming in. So this is possible once you turn it on. And whenever there's a request coming in, within some few seconds, it's automatically going to accept the trip. As part of that also, when you are on an ongoing trip and you're about maybe getting to the destination to complete the trip and there's an incoming request, the app is automatically going to accept those trips for you. So that's what the auto accept does. So I don't want that on, so I turn that off. And then you have permissions guide. This is where you change permissions of the Bolt app itself. So this one, it has to do with the phone settings. So in case you tap on it, it takes you to the section where you're able to change some of the settings or the access level of access the Bolt app has. And then you also have the chance to change the language at the very bottom from here. That is if you want to change your language. After the app settings is the support section, which allows you to do a couple of things here. So at first or initially, when you're about ending a trip or completing a trip and you are sliding to end the trip, the amount that shows, you have the chance to maybe report the amount if you feel that is not accurate, the accurate amount you're expecting. Now it's been taken off that section. You no longer see it from there to be able to report a problem with a ride from there, but instead has been put part of the support section. So this is where you see at the very top, you see a couple of recent rides that you've embarked on. And in case there was a challenge with that particular ride, you just tap on the ride, and then it's going to ask you to specify the issue that you had with the ride. So maybe the rider did not pay or paid less, cancellation fees and more. So in case you select this, and it's going to ask you what you're supposed to do to be able to get your funds that you might be expecting back. So let me just go back to support. Yes, so these are the two, normally shows you the two recent rides. So in case you want to select an older ride or trip, you just come here, select that, and then you specify which trip it was, and then you specify what the issue was, and Bolt is going to be able to assist you resolve that particular issue. And then as part of that also, when you look at the very bottom of the support section, you're also able to get support with your account. In case you have challenges with your account, maybe it's not allowing you to go online, it's blocked and so on, this is where you're able to get certain support from. And also you have support with regard to the app itself, as well as trip issues, earnings and payment, and so on. So this is where you get all those support services from. So in case you're having issue with a ride, you shouldn't be thinking that you're not going to be getting your money back. Once you come to the support section, you specify the ride, and then you specify the issue that was with that ride, then Bolt is going to be able to assist you from that. So that's basically at a certain section. Once you come to the news section, this shows you maybe recent news information, and then you're also able to see current campaigns or promotions which are happening. So as it stays now, pay only 15% commission after 6 trips. That is the current campaign or promotion happening. And then you're also able to get help, which is going to take you to the support section. The ride section, as usual, will show you the rides that you've embarked on, as well as cancelled rides. So this is where you see all those details here. And back to the home page or the home section is the usual stuff where you see the details of the activities over here. That's basic details, as well as you're able to go online. Now the plus icon at the top left allows you to specify destinations. In a day you have only 2 destinations you can specify. So if you're leaving the house, you can set a destination and maybe get a ride towards that destination. If you're coming back to the house, you can equally set a destination and get rides towards your home back. And then you have the SOS button or icon at the top right, which allows you to get support from Bolt. You know, you're supposed to press and hold it for some time to be able to activate it. I have never used that before, and I don't look forward to use it because I never hope to experience any sort of challenge that require me to use the SOS. But should in case I have to use it, I definitely have to use it. As part of the update, I forgot to make mention of one important aspect, which has to do with earnings. So earnings basically shows you your earnings from Monday to Sunday. And then as part of it, you notice that there's expenses over here. So initially it wasn't expenses. This gives you the total amount of money that you have to pay as commission to Bolt. And also you have your net earnings. And then when you click on balance, this is where you get to see the amounts that you are supposed to pay to Bolt. And if you want to make payments, just tap on pay to Bolt, and this is going to give you a form to specify your details, and then you're going to be able to make your payment from there. So that's basically about the recent updates of the Bolt Drivers app. Let me know maybe something new you have spotted that I haven't spoken of or seen as part of what I've just gone through now, and I'll do what to check it out and maybe make a video about it. So that is basically just about it for now. Thank you very much for watching. In case you're new to this channel, as usual, kindly go ahead and hit on the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit on the bell, and anytime I have a new video, you get to see it. My name is Ishmeal Lamptey. I'll see you in the next one.